This is the On Call Podcast, your home for sports, news, pop culture, tech, and the obscure. And of course, your host, Michael Meyer.
Welcome to hell. This is the On Call Podcast. Sitting here with my buddy Jack, old lantern.
And I'm sitting here with my buddy Michael Myers.
Oh,
Lord. Can we address that for a second?
Do you like that my name is Michael Meyer?
And I look at everyone's face for a reaction when I tell them. Let me ask you a question. Have you experienced this for a long time in your life when you tell people your full name that they're like, oh, it's like Halloween?
Every person I think that I have ever met in my life, like, oh, your parents are big fans of horror movies?
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
It's like, no, actually. My mom has probably watched like 3 in her life. So, yeah, I like horror movies. They do not get played.
You should be like, yes, they're huge fans. And my mom was a writer on the show.
My mom wrote The Exorcist.
Something. Give him a little something.
I wish.
All right, so what's this episode about?
Well, we'll make it a little creepy, I suppose. You know, this little virtual background, my body's gonna come and go and disappear. But I figure, if nothing else, maybe a creepy story or two. Things that are on the Googleator.
Can I start off with one thing before?
Yes, you may.
Okay. What's Halloween trick-or-treating gonna look like this year? Because I was thinking, like, I'll just, like, maybe, like, get, like, a little slingshot and, like, fire the candy at the kids or something, you know, so we can be socially distanced.
I think you're a little old to be trick-or-treating.
Well, no, I mean, like, for passing it out.
A bucket in the yard with a skeleton. It seems like locally around here, the biggest thing is they're gonna do trunk or treat, which
Trump or treat, you said?
Trunk, like you.
Okay.
A bunch of people go to like they drive their car to a parking lot and just open the trunk and chill out and just let kids pick out candy.
Okay, that's like somehow better because you can monitor that one kid doesn't steal it all.
I'm guessing, and I'm supposed to do it with Savannah. We're supposed to take her with her mom because it's her mom's day. I have zero interest in doing it because okay, I just don't.
Trick or treating.
I'm good. I've trick or treated co-parenting the last 3 years. I just don't want to trunk or treat with her.
I was thinking, with her mom. Yeah, I was thinking if you could like just like throw the candy at the kids from a distance, maybe that'd be safe and fun. You know, you could make up some kind of point system.
That's right. It was slingshot. I was like, headshot, 10 points.
All right.
I'd be all for that. Let's see. So, for the people on YouTube that can read this, because like the listeners probably not as much to listen to someone tell the spooky stories that I would read, but on YouTube.
What?
Well, I don't know.
You can listen to spooker stories. Come on.
So, on YouTube, though, they can see my crypt that I'm in, my abandoned, and they can read along in the story if they prefer to read.
Oh, you got visuals.
Well, yeah, I got the webpage. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
the first story.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy's home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is.
I heard one. A father is laying in bed after just waking up. He grabs the baby monitor and walks to his desk in his office at home. He has his baby on the monitor and he hears his wife singing to her. He cracks a smile as he hears his wife, "Go to sleep, go to sleep," when suddenly the front door opens and his wife walks in with the groceries. "Who's in with the baby?" See, nice, easy, short. Keep it simple.
Wait, I was waiting for something to happen. What? That was over?
In the baby monitor, the wife was singing to the baby. And suddenly the wife walks in the front door. Who's singing to the baby?
The baby. The dingo.
The dingo ate the baby.
What else you got?
All right, you're killing me. All right. Let's see. I got an old creepypasta. Like,
Yeah. Tell it slow. Tell it nice and slow.
all right.
Don't come too fast. Let's go.
What's a big issue? For some of us. All right. I hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away. My parents constantly try to explain to me how sick he is. That I'm lucky for having a brain where all my chemicals flow properly to their destinations like undammed rivers. When I complain about how bored I am without a brother to play with, they try to make me feel bad by pointing out that his boredom likely far surpasses mine, considering he's confined to a dark room in an institution. I always beg for them to give him one last chance. Of course, they did at first. Charlie has been back home several times, each shorter in duration than the last. Every time, without fail, it all starts again. The neighborhood cats with gouged out eyes showing up on his toy chest. My dad's
Meow.
razors found dropped on the baby slide in the park across the street. Mom's vitamins replaced by bits of dishwasher tablets. My parents are hesitant now, using last chances sparingly. They say his disorder makes him charming, makes it easy for him to fake normalcy, and to trick the doctors who care for him into thinking he is ready for rehabilitation. That I will just have to put up with my boredom if it means staying safe from him. I hate it when Charlie has to go away. It makes me have to pretend to be good until he is back. Oh, she's the crazy one. Bum bum bum. That's why she wants Charlie to come back so she can kill the babies and gouge out the cat eyes and give Mom dishwasher tablets.
I want you to make up a creepypasta right now. Oh, by the way, everyone, we're like a few beers deep right now, so just
It's conservative.
we might get murdered at any time though, and that would be scary.
You gotta make up a creepypasta. I was trying to make up with one the last couple days, actually. It's not been easy.
How about what's the scariest movie for you? Really just hits you in the scary bones.
My scariest always pretty much relays back to the paranormal. So, The Conjuring, as an adult, was probably the scariest movie I've ever seen.
Wait, so ghosts? Is it? What's the source of it? Is it ghosts?
Ghost demons.
Okay, yeah, I'm a demon guy. I feel like that, a bunch of evil trauma, like registers in the spectral plane type of thing.
Yeah, because I wholeheartly believe in ghosts. Which
Do you?
Also, I really do, because I've seen them.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No. So,
All right, you're not a very religious guy, so I'm questioning here.
Why do ghosts have anything to do with religion?
Supernatural.
That has nothing to do with religion. It just means that
Well,
you
I'll
have no
say
place
this.
to go.
Religion is based on like, oh, I had an experience, so that's why I believe it. Ghosts, I had an experience, that's why I believe it. Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know.
I can understand that causation.
You can't prove it.
Correlation, not causation thing.
You can't prove it, but you're like, I know because I had this experience.
All right, so my grandpa died in 96. We were living in our newly built house.
Yankees won the World Series.
Probably they were pretty good in the 90s. My grandpa used to come and see me. He woke me up on more than one occasion, dressed in his old army uniform, and just talked to me about my parents and about life back when him and my grandma got together. Like it was, you can say it was a dream all you want, but it felt fucking real. My grandma's radio, AM FM radio turned on that was in a dresser. And we had this fucking stupid ass raccoon toy. I don't know. I swear I was a gimmick thing from that like you would get in the mall. And like it's like a hard plastic ball, batteries inside of it, and it's almost like a little piece of fishing line with a raccoon tail, and all you do is you pop off, open the ball like a little Pokeball, a Pokemon ball thing, opened up and turn it on or off, and then close the ball back up, and it would just fucking shoot around. It's like meant to occupy cats. And this thing turned on at our house.
Oh my God.
Multiple times. Like it went off of the bar in the house and just like crashing across this tile floor. Like, bro.
This is how ghosts communicate.
Yeah, cat toys.
Wait, there's more to the story, right?
No, it just happened a couple times. And then after my grandma talked to a medium, apparently it all stopped. I wasn't privy to the medium. I just know what I saw when I saw my grandpa visiting me.
All right. Okay.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, and I have a story that confirms that ghosts do exist.
Do pray tell, my friend.
Yes, absolutely. It looks like you have really long hair right now. I love it.
I'm beautiful. It's been a long time.
So, this was just the other day, in fact. I went to the grocery store and I bought some food, and when I got back, I came into the house and I was like, did I lock my car door? I think I did. Yes, I definitely locked the car door. But when I went out there, it wasn't locked. And
I knew,
and
I knew you were
oh
going
my
this
God,
direction.
the ghosts, they're communicating with me.
Motherfucker. I fucking knew it.
Nah, I'm a skeptic, sorry. But I will say, Midsommar, not based on ghosts or spirits, but still creepy, because people are the scariest monsters of all.
Now, Midsommar is new. Like, that was 2019. Did you watch Hereditary?
Yeah, I like the demon. I like when demons are the bad evil, you know, in horror movies.
Midsommar film 2019, a folk horror film written and directed by Ari Aster and starring
Midsommar. Yeah, there's a great scene where, yeah, it's good.
I dig it. I am 100% behind it. Speaking of new releases, did you see the new Borat movie?
I did, yes.
What did you think?
Well, I may not be the best reviewer of films because usually when I watch them, like a little tipsy. But I thought it was good. Obviously not as good as the first, but there's just no way that they could because, you know, people recognize him now. But I thought it was still funny and still really relevant.
Well, quite relevant considering they had the whole thing with Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, right, yeah, where he, like, is about to bust his dick out.
Astray from the creepy aspect of the podcast for a second.
Well, I don't know. Rudy Giuliani's dick is probably pretty creepy.
Pedophilia is pretty creepy.
Well, and actually, the girl, the daughter, that she was really, her acting performance was really quite excellent.
I believe them. I have seen the interview portion, and then let's go to the room, and she takes off his microphone.
Oh, did you watch? You didn't watch it. You just saw the.
I watched that scene multiple times.
Oh, okay. Multiple times.
A lot of celebrities and people were sharing that video. So it's like, oh, every time it would pop up on Instagram, we're like, all right, man, maybe someone's got a hot take or something on it.
He's so dumb. I mean, come on, like, there's cameras all over the place, and this is where you're gonna pull your cock out. Like, come on, bro.
And then I watched the Joe Rogan Experience for like 15 minutes before I just JRE has just gone. He's deviated so far.
What a great name for a podcast, The Experience. You're experiencing Joe Rogan.
It was
right all over you.
It was a reason. He was a small reason why I went into podcasting. Like, oh, get all your friends to hang out and shoot the shit and have this good stuff.
But he was a celebrity. What? I still don't
true.
understand why
You're
he's
right.
the biggest podcast. Like, well, he's not the biggest, but like, why is the biggest now? Is it that good? I've never really listened, or is it like one of those things where it's like just a random coincidence type of thing?
Well, I do think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he has the highest amount of guests. You know, his is a daily show now. It was, I don't think it was always daily, but like it's turned that way either way. But again, he had Alex Jones on, so I saw a whole bunch of circle jerking. Everyone's like, oh, good job to not give in to the libtards and release the podcast that you've always wanted. It was so... it's a huge deviation to what his show has always been, so...
Well, I mean, why are you gonna give people who are just making up shit to be famous a platform? You know, like, I don't know. I would interview him because I'd be like, let's like analyze this guy's brain for a second here, but I'd bring on a psychiatrist at the same time to like break it down.
It's so weird to be such a fan to the fact that I would watch his show and listen to clips on YouTube to the point now that I made it 15 minutes. I was like, I'm out.
Alex Jones?
No.
Or
the Rogan podcast. Like, I mean, good
I'm
for
not
him.
into anything that's like super the number one most popular thing. I'm like, nah.
It's just not what it's not what it used to be.
Whatever.
I do like when he has good writers and stuff on now. So like, that's the only thing I could listen to now is when he reads the book and then asks questions about the book, because I don't read the book. Speaking of book, I got your storytelling book.
Out on the Wire, which I still haven't read, but I know it's a bunch of comics. But it was recommended by a Recider.
You didn't tell me that, so I opened up.
I didn't know.
It's a fucking comic strip. It's a whole book.
I still haven't barely opened it. I opened it earlier today because my power went out, and then my internet wasn't working on my phone. I read the forward, and that was it. Well, one of us has to read it. I might do it.
Yeah, it just came in the mail last night, and most of my night tonight went into putting together the new baby monitor that my dad sent. So I have a Motorola Halo, which is just a primo baby monitor.
Ooh.
Wi-Fi and 1,500 foot range from Near Communications to the 5-inch screen, or I can log into my app and watch it whenever I want.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's gnarly as fuck. I'm excited.
What's your dad's name again?
Terry.
Terry is a great guy. He's a fucking great guy. I know he doesn't like when he cuss.
And he's gonna be like, oh, you know what? I stand by my statement. I really do love that Lowell guy. I wish he didn't cuss so much.
I have a fan.
You really do. He has not said one thing about how much he enjoys me being on there. He says he likes seeing me and interacting, but he's your number one fan at this point. Like, if
I find that unlikely.
No. Honest to God.
He's this guy, he's really got me thinking about life.
He has told me no less than 5 times how much he enjoys you.
That's awesome.
If he had a Twitter or something, he would probably be the number one Build a Cast fan too.
Build a cast.
All right. Next story.
Yep.
10. A man leaves his house every morning to walk to work and passes a mental hospital surrounded by a wooden fence. Every morning the patients are out in the yard and he can hear them saying in unison, 10, 10, 10, 10. One day, he gets curious and looks through a hole in the fence. Suddenly, a stick shoots out and pokes him in the eye.
11.
Fuck!
Sorry.
He says to himself while walking away, and pissed off, you can hear the patient saying, 11, 11, 11.
Sorry, I think I may have read that one before. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. Spoiler alert. As the first time, that's not the first time I've read that story, and I've heard it multiple times, and it brings a hearty chuckle to me every time, just to get beat by the insane.
I was gonna ask you something.
Oh.
If ghosts are real, right?
Oh, look at me. All right, lay it on me while I'm wrong.
Okay, hey, no. This is introspective. What do they want?
So, I don't know what all of them want. I've seen what I thought were ghosts, just like I believe in aliens, because I'm pretty confident I saw some sort of unidentified flying object driving through Tennessee on my way to Florida when I was 12.
This is very, very convincing argument.
I mean, it's a UFO, only in that I don't know what it was, and it flew in a circular pattern and then shot up and went away.
Okay. When you were 12?
Yep. Just like, I don't know what all ghosts want. When my grandpa came and saw me when I was 8. Sorry, I was 8. He didn't seem to want anything. Just like there's demons in horror movies. I've never seen a demon, but that's the shit that scares me. The ghost that I saw was of a loved one, and he gave off a good vibe. He didn't scare me. If I was on, if there was some sort of poltergeist or
Wait, what's a poltergeist again?
an inanimate object haunted by the spirit of another being.
Okay. Like this
the Annabelle doll.
jack-o'-lantern that I am haunting right now, you know. A doll? Yeah, dolls are creepy.
Yeah, like the Annabelle doll.
Okay.
So, I do feel like there are different entities. Evil people create more evil beings. I don't have great recollection of my grandpa. He was incredibly sick when I was growing up, so I don't know the type of person he was. All I know is the experiences I had with him.
Maybe it was evil. Maybe he was evil.
Maybe he was. I don't know. He gave off good vibes to me. And his ghosts gave off good vibes to me as well. I felt safe when he was there.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give off this huge, enormous hue that like Unsolved Mysteries, when they talked about it and they showed it. Like, he didn't glow. He was just there.
Did he float?
No, he walked.
Have you watched Scooby-Doo?
Nope. Like the original cartoon?
What? Are you aware of the power of the mind?
I am, but this happened before I was as cognizant as I am now.
Before your mind was powerful, it was weak.
I was weak and influenceable.
It reminds me of Star Wars when, the Force ghosts show up in Return of the Jedi.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't open yet.
I feel like a lot of people have had some sort of paranormal experience, though. What do you think? Has Nicole?
Nicole is such a skeptic.
Nice.
I feel like she doesn't have a whole lot of beliefs other than things that she's seen or touched.
When you watch this podcast, you're going to see that you look like a guitarist in a metal band, and you're going to love it. Yeah. Bow! All right, sorry, go on. Nicole?
She is incredibly realistic. If she's seen it or touched it or felt it, it's smelled it, that's all there is.
I need to see it, smell it, feel it, test it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Repeatable.
It's got to be that real, huh?
Yeah. Because of bias.
Why does it take so many times? You've not had sex with 12 women. Maybe.
There's something called the replication crisis, where people can do a study and get a result, but when they repeat it, other people trying to repeat it, they can't get the same result. And it's because of bias, there's just a bunch of reasons why that you can't repeat it because it was specific circumstances. So, but I think most of the time, that anytime anyone's had a paranormal or a religious experience, whatever. This is the Halloween episode, so it's true. I'm sorry, it's definitely true. Ooh.
All right. Next story.
Yep.
This new old house.
New old.
That's right.
Sound oxymoron.
We bought an old house, my boyfriend and I. He's in charge of the new construction. Converting the kitchen
sketchy.
and the master bedroom, for instance, while I'm on wallpaper removal duty. The previous owner papered every wall and ceiling. Removing it is brutal, but oddly satisfying. The best feeling is getting a long peel, similar to your skin when you're peeling from a sunburn. I don't know about you, but I kind of make a game of peeling, on the hunt for the longest piece before it rips. Under a corner section of paper in every room is a person's name and date. Curiosity got the best of me one night when I Googled one of the names and discovered this person was actually a missing person. The missing date matching the date under the wallpaper. The next day, I made a list of all the names and dates. Sure enough, each name was for a missing person with dates to match. We notified the police, who naturally sent out the crime scene team. I overheard one text say, "Yup, it's human." Human? What's human? Ma'am, where's the material you removed from the walls of the walls already? This isn't wallpaper you were removing.
Oh shit.
Peeling skin.
What? These are the top creepypastas.
No, but the ones that I have really liked of creepypastas are like legitimately 15, 20-minute reads, and I'm not doing it. You know, we could go into Slenderman. We could go into like the Dilatov Pass. And then,
you're talking about the diet? Is that how you pronounce it?
I'm not
What was that
Serbian. I'm not Serbian,
Wait.
so I don't know.
Well, is that where they ate each other? I feel like Stuff You Should Know had an episode about that.
Ate each other? Maybe. But there's also claw marks throughout trees. Rips in tents that don't match human claws.
Where is the proof? Do video cameras not exist?
I think Delta Pass happened in the 30s.
Okay. All right. Conveniently before video cameras.
Yeah. Where is Hitchcock when you need him?
Oh man, I watched like some Wayne's movie parody on Paranormal Activity. So bad. They gotta stop that shit.
Oh, the
Making them
scary movie
parodies.
videos?
Well, Scary Movie, the original, was great, but everything after that's bad. Paranormal Activity, though, it was pretty good. And in fact, Blair Witch Project, did you watch that one?
I had that on VHS. I rented it from Movie Land the day that it came out.
Mm.
Nightmares. It did give me nightmares because that would get found footage. Like, it was the first found footage. So, like, young, impressionable me hit it hard. So I was just like, is this real? Did this happen?
Yep. Same thing with me because it was their marketing, and my brother pirated it before it came out. I had never heard of it, so I was watching it like a downloaded thing. I didn't even know it was like a real movie or anything, and yeah, it's freaked me out for sure.
As it should have. I mean, it's fucking
Perfect.
gnarly. It was. I watched it actually in my dad's bed. With him, we were just chilling. We ate like a bowl of popcorn and just like chilled in the bed. It was a great time. And then proceeded to give me nightmares. Terry. Yeah, Terry. He doesn't, I don't know if he's actually watching much movies these days. He should get on it. How many of the
what's good?
How many of the paranormal movies have you been up to date with?
What's a recent good one? I watched the Queen's Gambit recently. It's a chess show.
I haven't watched a good
Not
one
very scary.
since I can remember. I have Hereditary on my list, but like, have you seen Paranormal
Dude,
Activity?
Midsommar and Hereditary are legit. No, I'm not gonna watch a 2 or a 3 of a horror movie. You gotta be like,
I like 2.
I mean, I feel like I watched a few, like Nightmare on Elm Street got me as a kid because I was like, they get you when you're dreaming type shit. Freddy Krueger's got the like blades in his fingers. He's pretty creepy.
So let's see, Paranormal Activity the first time, 2007. I watched that the first time while in the military on a laptop in the dark. That got me. It took me legitimately, I don't know, 10 days to download it because of Wi-Fi was only available in certain spots, and you had to be real close to your CO's office.
Mm-hmm.
What was the film series? So the second one came out in 2010. That one was good. 3 came out in 2011. And I like 3. But 4 sucked.
I've heard people talking about something about Bly House Manor or something. Like, did you watch that? I'm like, no.
The Netflix series.
Yeah, is that good? Because I watched the first episode and I was like, is anything going to happen or what?
It's a repeat kind of last year's Whittier Manor.
Ah.
Which has some good jump scares. It feels like they take a lot from The Conjuring.
Okay.
Very paranormal, not extraterrestrial, but supernatural and ghoulish stuff. It's a lot of slow build scare, which, seeing your weird flashlight hauling up there behind the jack-o'-lantern, it looks like you're trying to murder a jack-o'-lantern.
It's a spooky beer.
A spooky spaghetti. Oh. So, let's see.
I got some scary stuff to talk about. But you can go ahead.
Oh, inherent racism is terrifying. It's terrifying to be driving while black.
No, okay, you ready for this? You know how we're like looking for aliens, right? Extraterrestrial life.
I do. I'm almost a member of MUFON.
What the fuck is MUFON?
The Mutual UFO Network.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you're a full member. So we're broadcasting, right? But wouldn't we? Let's say when we explore the galaxy, we're just gonna spread to every single planet that we possibly can, so that nothing can wipe us out, right? Well, if another species does that, won't they be like, hey, this is competition for us, and they could threaten our existence? So if we keep broadcasting, wouldn't they see us and be like, this is a threat. They're almost a space-faring species. Let's eradicate them. So maybe we should be really fucking quiet.
I do think that is a potential, but we're also a warring people. What if we're not? What if not every other group is as warring as we are?
They are. Let me tell you, they are.
How do you know? Do you have a lot of experience with aliens, lol? Is that why you're so fucking weird?
Dude, they may be worse. And in fact,
I mean, if they have that much more technology, they probably are worse.
We assume that the higher the technology, the better that, like, morally that you are. But
we are living proof.
I mean, just look at
not
us.
True. We have done nothing as far as progress goes. Every bit of technology that we develop, we try to find a way to kill somebody with it.
There's always going to be people. Then that's another scary thing, is that as technology advances, the people who are extremists or mentally challenged or disorders or whatever.
I love that they're next to each other. Extremist and mentally challenged.
Well, yeah. Well, if you're an extremist, I feel like it's personality disorder related.
If you're a right wing or a
not right wing, far right wing, yes. Right wing, no. But yes. So let's say you're like, you feel very strongly that some people deserve to die because of I don't know, fucking religion and shit, but you're still fucking smart.
Mm-hmm.
You can create mass weapons. Could be biological, could be whatever, and you could take care of our whole fucking species.
I do think there's a real issue if we do come in contact with aliens, and that we would probably doom ourselves. Very much like Mars attacks, when as soon as they walk off the fucking plane or off of their UFO, someone fucking shoots the first alien. Like, yep, that looks pretty American today.
If they can reach us, they can destroy us without us even being able to know what's happening. It would be like us in the current level of technology fighting against us in the Civil War. I mean, we would just be bombing them from the sky, and they'd be shooting their rifles at us, you know?
We would be fucking donezo. I don't know. I feel
but they
like
can't reach us. That's the thing, is we can't reach each other. It's just too far. The speed of light is a limit. You can't go past it. You just can't.
Yeah, I was reading a report from Stephen Hawking to say the idea of time travel is feasible, but not humanly feasible because of gravity. It would have to dissolve us in order to go there because of our density. I mean, there's a few reasons why all the cool fantasy stuff will never happen, and it has to just.
It might happen in like 1,000 years, but I highly doubt it. I mean, Stephen Hawking. Did you see that he had like a party for time travelers and no one showed up?
No one showed up.
Great.
Poor lonely bastard. So, I mean, hell, in 1,000 years. I mean, based on where we've come 1,000 years ago, he might not be a revolutionary.
Oh shit!
The ghost got him. The ghost got Lowell.
I dropped my thing.
Yep. Thing. It's a good thing that Jack-o'-lantern's in a good mood, because goes down to the counting.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Oh man, the beer's not being picked up by the camera, so it looks like I'm doing nothing.
I dropped my beer and it spilled, but there's a towel down there from the last beer I spilled.
Did a ghost put it there?
I think so.
It must have been. So
I don't remember it happening, so it must have been a ghost.
You know, you can be quite an asshole.
Oh, yeah. I like to call myself a curmudgeon.
All right, Grinch.
Grumpy but lovable.
All right, so Mr. Realist, how do you handle Christmas?
What do you mean?
Well, I realize already you don't believe in everything, and you don't believe in Santa.
Anything.
But are you also that type that walks through the mall like, on December 23rd and just like spits in kids' faces, be like,
No, I don't give a
your
shit.
parents
It's
don't love
kids.
you. Santa
No.
is not real. You're not gonna get anything
No.
for Christmas. I hope you get a lump of coal because you're an asshole. You're a
You gotta
smart
have like
little kid.
personality disorders to do that stuff. I don't care. Like,
I don't know. I feel like you could have been that guy too.
no. I just
know.
like, if I actually like somebody's like telling it to me, I'm like, well, no, I disagree. But I don't. If you want to go believe that to yourself, that's fine. I don't care. But
Fair enough.
just don't like. The problem is with those people vote. You know.
I hope there's not. I mean, are there a lot of adults that believe in Santa Claus?
There's a decent amount of adults that believe that vaccines cause autism. So yeah, I'm assuming.
That's true. That's a sad amount. And there's already people hassling Bill Gates about the fucking vaccine.
Yeah, and you know what though, it is a bias. Like, whereas in like the news reports it because like 5 people do it, so you assume that like a lot of people do it. When in reality, it's probably not that many. But
Well,
people still do think that. It's a decent amount.
He said that almost every patient that has experienced the vaccine has dealt with a bit of a side effect. Yes, there are side effects to every drug you've ever taken. Side effect
Weed?
and adverse effect are not the same thing. Side effect is an inherent effect that happens that not is necessarily bad. Hence, like, you smoke weed and then you're lazy. Well, that's a side effect, but it's not an adverse effect. Some people, when they smoke weed, they have hallucinations. Okay, that's a side effect, not necessarily an adverse effect.
I'm pretty sure no one who smoked weed has had a hallucination. Yeah.
Laced, probably.
Laced with what?
Angel dust. PCP. So you take...
Where are all these people that are lacing drugs with other drugs? Are they just trying to give me free drugs? I'm confused.
So let's say, like, you take your Adderall.
Yeah.
A side effect would be excessive talking.
Or no, you can experience like paranoia with too much of Adderall for sure.
That would be, yes, that's a side effect. That's also kind of an adverse effect because it has negative effects on you with no benefit. Reduced appetite is a side effect of Adderall, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's why people take it to lose weight. Great. So you take your new vaccine. Well, you have a pain in your arm. Okay, well, you just got stabbed with a needle and injected with a medication. That's not even a side effect or an adverse effect. That's the reaction of stabbing yourself with a needle.
Oh, so like 5G is like fast internet, but the side effect is you get the coronavirus.
That would probably be an adverse one. That's more adverse.
I'm curious about the psychology of people who are like really just, they have like a high tendency to believe in like conspiracy theories.
There are current deep dives into belief of outlandish results from new technologies, and that's not just 5G.
The problem with these studies though is that it's really hard to do a good one because they require like so much information. You have to understand like what your genetics were, what your environment was, what your growing up was, like all these different data points, and you have to do it with a bunch of people. So it's like there's just like no good way to fully get a good picture.
It is almost impossible in the information age that we have now to have a good control, because once it's known that there's testing on it, there's the belief there's something behind it besides it. It's hard to do double blind now.
Yeah, longitudinal studies. That's what we need for expert performances to like figure that out. I'm like, well, why don't we do shorter term studies?
Well, you can't do shorter term because you need to find out the the benefits and adverse effects years down the road. That's why,
Yeah.
like they want to rush this vaccine. Don't rush
Well,
the vaccine.
they're rushing the vaccine, but they're doing as many tests as they can. But then, a person died. My mom was like, I got my Max about to die. Hold on, let me plug it in. Hang on.
So yes, they are trying to rush it. Trying to and doing are not the same thing.
Oh, they're gonna rush it.
There's a reason why the quickest a vaccine has ever come out was 4 years. You don't know what it does to you yet.
Oh.
Don't push for a vaccine that you don't know the long-term effects for. And the quickest vaccine, I think it was MMR, the measles, mumps, rubella grouped vaccine. 4 years to develop, test, and find out if it was good or bad. And you want to push out a vaccine that's only 6 months old? Come on. Don't. It's just going to get fucking people hurt.
Oh.
Well, just wear your mask. It's not so hard. Like Dr. Rob said in the episode, just wear your fucking mask. It's not hard. You put it on over your ears. You can still breathe. You can do everything you ever wanted. You're good to go.
Let's wrap this baby up and ship it out.
Yep.
I think we're too saucy for this. But ghosts and shit, they're gonna get you. And the coronavirus is gonna get you.
Talk about scary.
Your neighbors are voting for Trump.
My neighbor is. She has a sign in her front yard that says she's a Trump deplorable.
TDS. Trump derangement syndrome.
November 3rd, go out and vote.
Electoral College.
Fill the Senate.
Let's pack that court.
Let's pack the court. This has been the On-Call Pod. Have a good night. Hopefully, you wake up tomorrow.